full moon begins, let reason give in to the magic the moonlight provides. Nature glows blue, the princess glows too, saying I know a spell, you'll become Fae as well. Stars fall to earth, the Fae lost in mirth, as they spread crystal wings and we fly. I wake in a grove, not a fairy in sight, and our feet planted firm on the ground. A princess no more, in the plainest of gowns, weaving songs, but they make not a sound. So it all wasn't real. Is it such a big deal? It's why we tell stories, write music and paint, 'cause we all need a little escape. So come to the moonlight, dance in the midnight, bathe in the starlight and waltz with the Fae. Come to the moonlight, dance with us mid-flight, music so dreamlike, your symphony waves, come and come to the moonlight, dance in the midnight, leave when you feel like I'll always be here. So if you need a little fantasy, you know where to find me. I wander into a forest of mist and mystique, so far from the trail that I blazed. A light dances in the distance, my wits growing weak. Then a princess emerges from a haze. Oh, stranger from normality, I can show you fantasy. Come, I know a ball on tonight, up in a palace in the sky. Come to the moonlight, dance in the as well. Stars fall to earth, the Fae lost in mirth, as they spread crystal wings and we fly. I wake in a grove, not a fairy in sight, and our feet planted firm on the ground. A princess no more, in the plainest of gowns, weaving songs, but they make not a sound. So it all wasn't real. Is it such a big deal? It's why we tell stories, write music and paint, 'cause we all need a little escape. So come to the moonlight, dance in the midnight, bathe in the starlight and waltz with the Fae. Come to the moonlight, dance with us midnight, music so dreamlike, your symphony waves come Come to the moonlight, dance in the midnight, leave when you feel like I'll always be here. So if you need a little fantasy, you know where to find me.
Sylvaliðan tilyr, to all the wandering souls drawn towards my palace. You have been graced by the presence of Princess Sarina Aria Elysia, Fae Princess of music and conductor of your eternal waltz. Of course, normally such an audience would only be granted to the highest of a select elite, but it is through my good graces you have been granted this privilege tonight. You may now kneel. And today, we are going to be working on an idol song for Kayan Kino, a rather creative piece of mine, if I do say myself. And I invite you, if you have anything you need to work on yourself, you can work alongside me. We can create something together. Perhaps you have some art, any kind of creative project of yours, perhaps sewing even, art. I do love to see a good artist. So yeah. Yes, I invite you into my palace of creativity, and we should create together. Anyway, shall we now proceed into my palace? Yes, welcome to my study. So this here is the song I am composing for Kai Nishikino, also known as Melon, as you see at the title. But this is just a temporary title when I work on it, but first, I shall start by playing the song to you. You can see where we are so far. It's quite a nice piece if I do say so myself. Not a final version, but anyway, let us go. Saxophone here is the vocal melody. And he changed. Quite proud of that one. quite finished getting the arrangement. Yes, and then we just have a gap. That's as far as I've got so far. I think it's coming together quite nicely, but no, the work has only just begun now. So, well, first things foremost, I need a little technical issue I need to fix here. This guitar is not making any sound. The amp is not loaded, so you'll hear it much better if I just fix this here. Release going. This modern day technology can always continue to confound me, and never does what I want. It does not know who I am. Guitar X6. Let me see. So this is opening a little window for me. It's going to look at what settings on here. Oh, it simply has the amp on the guitar simply turned off. I never asked for that. Okay, so let's just put anything on it, and we can just distort this guitar. It'll sound much better that way. Of course, you type in the search results, it gives you 1 million similar sounding amp presets. Just to distort the guitar. At this point, I don't even care because anything is distortion. Oh. There we go, that's the preset I would use. Hopefully now, this guitar plugin will actually obey me. There we go. Okay, slightly more filled out now. Yes, the trouble is, in order to make my music perceivable to mortal ears, I have to use software spellbooks such as MuseScore 4. I cannot simply wave my conductor's baton and conjure it from thin air as I normally do. That is only perceivable by... Oh dear, your mortal tongue does awfully twist my own tongue. The words I'm looking for is that normally I could simply wave my conductor's baton and conjure music, but that music is only perceivable to the ears of the Fae. For mortal listeners such as yourself, I must resort to more rudimentary methods, such as this software. That is the fun challenge in itself. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to finish arranging the chorus, I think. So we have a bass guitar, so we need strings first and foremost. That always fills things out. So what should we go with here? We need a run-up of strings perhaps going into the chorus. No, I should start with that. Yeah, okay, so we need to get to... Ah yes, so we're now in F sharp, aren't we? So that would be the note we're trying to get to. So what I'm trying to achieve here is a fast strings run up. to lead us into the chorus. Okay, it needs to be a little fast. Needs to be the right scale though, so we're going into a new... Oh, they all need to be one note up. Okay, I like that, but it's also unrealistic, I think, for a violin to play that fast. Who knows? Who knows? Perhaps one day a mortal might try and attempt to play this. I must have some mercy on them. Okay, I think I know how I should get this done now. Perhaps I'll have the strings slightly follow the vocals, but not exactly. So can't have too many melodies countering each other in songs such as this, so some will get lost in the mix, I think. So following the lead melody takes precedent. We must make that readable to a mortal player. Oh, and then like I hear something now. Then they can counter on the second line. Something like along those lines. But it goes up high next, I think. And we can reuse this run, but an octave higher actually. It's awfully convenient actually. Well, maybe it's a little high for a mortal violin player. Oh, I do love how it sounds. The mortals will just have to practice hard, I think, there, if they have entered this piece. And then the next chord we have is this. So it cannot be done because we have a major chord 2 here. So what note shall I put here? I suppose the most natural thing is simply the next note down, after all that thinking. the beginning of the chorus. I feel like that should be. Needs more notes, more of a counter melody there. And then we can make use of that unique note in the chord there, that's outside the scale. Has some lovely colour, if I do say so myself. Then we do this above the 5th chord. But we get the simple da 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 da. I think that'll be simple, yes. Yes, that works. Perhaps something about it I'm slightly not satisfied with, but I think I'd have to sit on that and come back to it later. I want to know exactly what. I do, of course, have all of eternity to think about all these decisions anyway. Although, granted, having said that, the person I'm writing for is mortal, so she has a time limit to enjoy this song in, so even if I don't, I must get it done within the span of a mortal life. And I think I should do something in line with this chord here. We'll do a 5th chord. Because effectively, oh dear. Once again, your mortal tongue ties my own tongue. C and the 5th up from that. C, F, G. There we go. We got it. Yes. Something comes next to go with the gaps here we have. Now it stops. So something that matches with that. Give me a second. So what we need is do I just do the melody up the octave? It's already getting high enough on the violin here. Just that might start sounding a little shrill. So I think it has to start up on that up the octave F sharp. That's what I'm hearing in my head. We can go from there once we figured out the rest. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, that note seems to be what comes naturally after that, for me. Oh yes, of course we can do the chromatic ascension. Descension. That's the mortal word for that, isn't it? Maybe not chromatic, actually, no. It's quite a bit of these chords. We get some chromatic, actually, yes. The musical, why did you jump me all the way over there onto a different part? Oh, that's to find where I am. Like a disobedient spellbook. Yes, that fits quite well. That's quite nice. Okay. Now. Should probably return back to the melody now. Especially with this staccato hit here. Yes, of course, it's an add 5. Oh, add 5. That's a bit of add 2, sorry, that's the number used there. So that works there. The A. If I mess up the melody I'm following here. Oh, of course, this spellbook does allow me to simply copy a melody from another part, doesn't it? Okay, let me cast the spell of duplication. There we go. That was quicker, wasn't it? Perhaps I can go up to the 5th there. Do I simply do that 5th again? Something about just going up to the 5th in a scale just not satisfying my ear. And everything must be to my standards, nothing less. But then that also seems a little uninspired. I feel like I want it to do something different the second time, not exactly the same. Oh, I'll come back to that later. What matters is it's filling in the sand there. As much as I perceive every single note in a piece, I must remind myself that most mortal ears are not listening to every single instrument at once, and such tiny details are often lost on them. Oh well, oh, let's throw it all to... What's the human saying? Throw all caution to the wind, let's just give in to my desire to make it perfect. Yes, now it is to my liking. Okay, so we have a violin one part. I'm going to establish... We want harmonies on the other violin, or simply going to fill in the sound with chords. I've previously written them all harmonizing with each other on previous parts, you will hear. So effectively three-part harmony. Okay, yeah, so perhaps I should put this down the octave and work from there. Sixth harmonies are normally what I do for these. The violins, is it still in range of the viola if I put it down the octave? You can barely hear it, I think, currently in the mix. So I should put it up one dynamic, that's the mortal word, yes. Okay, so... I think the viola actually needs to go up in the mix, just in general, on the sliders. Not too much, but... I think it's simply the sound of the viola that they give it in this program. It's not very audible. Also, this should be a double bar line. There we go. Now I'm satisfied. Okay, so... now we have the violin 2 doing harmonies to that, so... let me cast another spell of duplication, and this time I shall have to transmogrify it into a harmony, rather than a direct copy. So... okay, a spell of harmony, but it's a rather rough spell. I need to go through and correct it. There we go. First of all, we'll get rid of the original duplication. Oh dear. Let's not get rid of the harmony while I'm at it. enchantments of Aurelia can be a little clumsy if you're not precise enough. You can erase something you didn't mean to. Luckily, I also have another enchantment called Undo, which is very apt for anything in life, really. You can reverse time briefly, so undo any action I didn't intend to do. But let's see how these harmonies work together. Some of these are not going to be perfect. This is where my own musical expertise will come in, but... Yes, of course the fifth is not working properly. I'll just put that up then, and that will be correct. Go, so... There we go, now it works. Oh dear, oh. Good thing I have that time rewinding spell, known as Undo. Okay. Let me just give that one more listen. Oh, you know, that's not going to be correct there, is it? Yeah, that harmony's correct, and then... And yes, that works there. All working well so far. Now this is where my spell of harmony seems to have gone a little awry. It requires a delicate touch to check the quality and correct these notes, so... Ah yes, this is going to be an interesting harmony to make. The chord we have is a minor fourth. It also has a fifth on top of it. So a minor fourth, add 9, I suppose you would call it. So how exactly am I harmonizing with this? We do it because there's a fifth. Right. I think that's the only way, yes. There we go. The chord we're under here is... We go back to the root chord, so... The harmony is... Seems okay, yes. Well, that's correct there. And then... something is a little strange here, though. Not... yeah, so... okay, so we're back to the, oh no, we're on to the, you call that the flattened sixth chord in your mortal tongue, don't you? Yes, the flattened sixth. Okay, so we are... that's correct. Perhaps if you go to the, third now instead of sixth. I don't like too many fifth harmonies. They don't hit the same as thirds and sixths. Okay. Oh, we have another fifth there. Do we have... it has to be a fifth though, because we're over a sus4 chord, and you can't just have those two notes next to each other without a third note underneath it. Unless the viola comes up high. Any viola players in chat, you can tell me if that's too high or not. And if it is, you'll just have to practice more. There's only so many concessions I can make to mortals. There we go, then that's all filled out there with strings. Good house. I think we should have some brass though. Too. We'll use the forte, the, yes, fortissimo, that's the mortal word. We'll use that just to make the program make it do it loud. Well, I did. Okay. Yes, okay, the melody should always take precedence, so we can do the same as the violin, perhaps? Unless I do, the sort of fanfare effect which goes into the chorus. Like a... Then the The fifth applies to both of those first two chords, so I can hold it there for longer. It's not the first time I've used that trick, though. I suppose it would have to be a Princess Sarina Aria Elysia staple. G, F, E, D, C. Okay, and then we have this chord here. We cannot keep the we cannot have the fifth over that. It'll clash. So what would the brass do after that? I'm thinking for a second if I want to listen to one of the influences. I'm going to listen to one of the influences as a reference track, but I don't think I'll be able to show it on screen, or we'll get hit by the curse known as copyright on YouTube. So, give me a second. I'm going to listen how the brass is in the chorus of Meatag and Horizon by Aqua. Do bear with me for a second. Oh, you'll never guess what, they've given me an advert to sit through that's completely unskippable. No, I will not buy your chewing gum. My breath is always immaculate as ever, life. Well, there isn't really much brass at all in the inspiration song I'm thinking of in the chorus. The vocals fill it out. Oh yes, and perhaps now, since the violin is going off and doing a counter melody, this is where the brass can reinforce the lead melody. Or it can go in between phrases, that might be a better use of it. Some simple stabs would do the trick here. spell of duplication. Most convenient spell I know. Now, what dynamic were we last on? I'm unable to hear that there. I don't know if I'm entirely satisfied with that, but I do have rather high standards. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Mhm. I think it is. I'm going to put this back one. I feel like there should be another hit in there. No, that's not quite right. No, so it needs more hits of this brass. And I think if I put it back here, I can do da 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 da. Do I include the fifth there? Well, I'm sure it can be mixed to be lighter. Without having to add extra notes in with the clash of the chords. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Do I then make it follow the main melody after doing that? Response to the call in the call and response, so to speak. I'll see how it sounds and then decide from there. Excuse me a second. Your S. Double the octave down below. That's the case. I think I had to get rid of that. So it's da 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 da. Perhaps I don't ever play every single note. I can get rid of these. Da 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 da. Okay, and that perhaps this one will meet my vision now. Da, 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 da. I'm thinking it goes up to the fifth here. Da, 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 da. It's another little fanfare. Like, da, da. Da, da, da. After that, it seems a little repetitive after that. No. We've already used that note. I'm bored of that note now. Get it out of my sight. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. But we can effectively take the same thing with the violin is doing, perhaps. Da-da-da-da-da. And down the octave, reinforce this counter melody. A little more staccato on the brass. A little stylistic playing style. I must expand my mortal vocabulary. That wasn't particularly verbose of me. Da, 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 da. Well, the melody more. Make the most sense. Da, da. There we go, that's the note I'm looking for. Da, da. My only concern there is about realism. See, you've got this rather large leap. Da, da, da. Just a little gap. Oh, that'll be enough. That's enough time for you as a mortal player to get up there, isn't it? I don't remember. You can't scratch time, can you? I mean, if you could, you'd have all the time in the world. You could simply pause time, get up to the next note, and keep playing. But such are the limitations of your mortal forms. You can't do that. Okay, we're following the melody again. Maybe it can be down the octave here, so we can still emphasize another line there. Oh well, it still lets me make the noise there. Realistically, the lower part would not also be played by a trumpet. I'm simply using it as a stand-in for a brass section in general. Although perhaps being that low doesn't serve the arrangement already when it's bleeding into where the guitar and piano are already playing. Maybe a harmony? Or simply a single note. And then it goes back to the octave there to emphasize that line? That might be an idea. I think this is where the brass can do that. The strings did earlier. Which, now that the strings are doing my other thing here, with this. It almost acts as if a harmony to the brass part in some ways. They can complement each other. Okay, so we have that section done there. Next we'll need to finish the chorus after this. I don't think we need to add anything else to the arrangement here. So what's going to happen next? I'm picturing going just the piano next. So we'll see what chords come naturally next, and then we'll work off on that. Here's my piano, here we go. Okay, I could do the classic anime chromatic chord progression downwards. The dun 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 dun. You can always rely on that. Dun 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 dun. Let me make this right. That's not right at all. And then what we're going to do now, we're going to have it cross the bar. See, a big part of this idol style of music is everything is very syncopated. You see, it's never just 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. We've got everything is off the beat, not on the beat. You see. Dun, 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 dun. What is- Yes, we're at the beginning. We can do something in the right hand now. Steal those chords and rearrange them in a different way. So, what we shall do now is, we don't need that in both hands. It'd be rather awkward if you tried to play one key with 2 fingers. Especially what I'd be telling the player there if I didn't delete these top notes. Okay, and now we need to put a pedal on this. Sustain pedal so it doesn't keep... Oh, how do you word this in your mortal tongue? We have to translate it. So, you hear how you expect the chord to continue, but then it cuts out. So I need to add sustain pedal on the piano so that a chord you play keeps playing until it's commanded to release. Although I'm thinking, should the bass follow the actual root notes of these chords rather than the inversions? Yes, I think I like that actually. See what that sounds like now. Oh yes, of course we need to have another sustain pedal. That's what I hear there. Then we end up in a completely different key if we follow that. And I could follow that train of thought just as a way of getting into another key, but also you could use well, I did promise it to be a chaotic idol song, did I not? Do something chaotic, get back into that key anyway. That's a prime choice. Okay, dun 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 dun. Oh, why are you not obeying me, you accursed program? Did I not tell you to sustain the piano chord with this pedal note that I so clearly told you? Very clear instructions. You're not obeying me. Goodness me. Oh, well, apparently that works if you disconnect them. If you want to make it untidy. Oh, there's a curse of mortal software that I'm forced to use to make my music perceivable to your ears. I think I shall follow what my mind says to put the next notes and then work it out from there. I did promise chaos after all. It doesn't matter if we suddenly end up in a different key. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder what key we're going to end up in here. Who knows? And who cares? We can switch between as many keys as we like. As long as it sounds interesting. Dun, dun, dun. And I think at that point the rest of the band will come in on this bit here, so we can go have some stabs. Dun, dun, da, da, dun. Da, da, dun. Da-da-dum. Get the left hand of piano, simply just down the octave, get rid of the crossing over. If we just do that. Since all the instruments will come in by then. We'll need to get back up to these fortissimo dynamic when the rest of the band comes in, so There we go. So now we need a melody on top of that. Da 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 da. Da, da, that's what I'm hearing. Da, da, da. Immortal singers do need to breathe though, so I can't get too carried away with this. Oh, da 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 da. Da 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 da. I could do that actually, with a little staccato so they can. And I can follow that melody I did on the piano actually. No, I think it has to be that to sound correct. No, I don't think you can have that quite yet. So I think you need to have. Yes, there we go. That sounds better to my ears. You get that. It's almost samba-like. Da 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 da. That might be just because I have Kuro Macaron's transformation music from Kirikula Putipo Ala mode. No, it doesn't sound right unless it does all of those. And this is an idle group, so another singer can join in after that while this one recovers to get its breath. Again there, and that'll fit. There we go. I think it has to go. Under the assumption that the different idol will join in at the end there. to make it humanly singable. Oh, perhaps we could do no, it doesn't fit in with that there. That piano melody I have there. Or whatever might fit with the next chord. It's getting a little complicated, so we'll have to see. Let's just follow the piano melody I made. That could work. An extra note, perhaps. But then my first word there is suddenly going to another chorus. A second different chorus. We're not doing that. The chaos must be at least somewhat restrained. That's the key we need to eventually get back into. Okay, so now how are we changing the key from here to get back to our home key? First I'm going to insert some bars, give it some room. Dun, dun, dun. So we're trying to get into... We're going to get to F, so we need to go... We've ended up in D sharp major or E flat major. Okay, so we just need to go up a whole step in key. Which is very easily done. Actually, one of the easiest key changes you can do, actually. I've inadvertently stumbled upon genius. Normally I advertently stumble upon it. And I suppose it's just in sync now. Gosh. We're a little offbeat as well, that'll work. Oh yes, it's going to sound very good. And the offbeat hit of it I do quite like as well. It catches you off guard. I'm tempted to do a time signature king just for a bar here. Yes, I think that's what I've written here. I've actually written a time signature king for a couple of bars. Dun, dun, dun. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Okay, this is a 7. This is a few bars of 7/8 I think I've written here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, good luck to whoever has to play this. We're doing 7/8 now. Because I said so. And I have the authority to make it 7/8 and awkward and difficult for you to learn. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Something along these lines, and then we end up back in the key of the verse. Quite neatly, actually, if I do say so myself. What have I just done there? A rogue 4/4 released itself from the grasp of my mouse, decided to place itself wherever it wanted. Most disobedient. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe it won't finish quite so cleanly, but I'll put that there just now, just to mark the new key change. Dun, 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 dun. Very happy. I'm obviously appropriate for an idol song, but perhaps a little too... A little too, clean. The best mortal word I can think to say it. A little too expected, I think. Oh, another rogue element has tried to escape from my mouse's grasp. So, that's the chord of this. We'll have to start arranging it. Yes, the 7/8 is a little unexpected. Like, well, that's the point. Right, so we need to finish off the chorus as well, don't we? Oh, and that's the answer to our previous predicament I said about this very predictable ending there that I didn't like. And simply keep it on the chord. No, a more unexpected chord would be... Dun, 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 dun. You can still make it... And then some final, I guess, title hook. Oh, one. Yes, we need that nice note there. Some kind of title can be sung there. I quite like that to finish it off. Okay, now we need to start arranging that. I can only go for about 20 of your mortal minutes. I think so, if I've understood your system of time correctly. I still don't have the greatest grasp on it. So, the way it's linear, it doesn't pause or go backwards anyway, it just keeps going forwards at a steady rate. It's most unfamiliar to one from the Fae realms, like as mine. Oh yes, that's dun, 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 dun. That needs a little more breathing room there. It was very fast there. It was chaotic certainly, but okay, I think I know how I can fix that. Quite simple, really. A trifle, honestly. Wait, okay, I think I've regathered my wits. I'm trying to put this one further back. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. That is what I'm aiming for there. That's one beat off. We want to be on the beat now. Maybe. Oh dear, I think that needs to go back into 4/4 on the second bar. We can only... Let's control the chaos a little bit, I suppose. Yeah, so... Yes, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. That transitions us back into the 4/4 time taking a little more smoothly there, I think. Dun. Okay, so I think I'm quite happy with those chords and that melody for the last part of the chorus. It does have everything, so I think the first thing is so the band is going to come back in here. So. So the strings fading in there would be most apt, I think. And I wanted to go up to the... That is what I have in my head. No, it should stab along with the piano because all the instruments will go dun 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 dun. You need oh yeah, 1/4. That's what I'm doing wrong. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Dun. Dun dun dun. That was something like that as a melody. Definitely accented. Might have a simple ride symbol on the drum, just so it doesn't go to completely nothing. Brilliant. So we have a violin 1 part. Yes, forgive me, the mortal words escaped me there for a second. Violin 1 part. Nice, I want to do it up the not going up the the words I'm looking for. I wanted to have it run up a scale into here. So actually the violin part is quite done. Perhaps I should do it a bit fitting with the chord. I think I like the one before that, actually. So it needs to go from back to loud again. Still comes next. Okay, so now we need more screens coming in underneath it. That works, actually. You wouldn't think it would, but Yes, that all fits in harmony-wise. There we go, that's the correct harmony. I like that. Of course, it's that chord there. Ooh, I like that. So much more color there with that flattened note in the violin too. My unexpected chord decision earlier is really paying off more, and you'll see that more the more we arrange it. See if I can at least finish the strings today before I retire to my chambers. Small tweak. Okay, do I just have this... the viola simply down the octave from the violin, as I've done before? Depends how high. Have I used the cello yet? I seem to have a cello track here. No, I'm avoiding using it unless it's absolutely necessary. You won't hear it most of the time when it's so low down and you have a bass guitar and a guitar in the same playing the same region. There we go, so that's the strings. Now we need the guitar. Well, that fretting isn't particularly playable, is it? Have to put everything down a string. Okay. It's one beat behind what it needs to be. Dear me, a little bit of an error there. Perhaps the light of the full moon is starting to fade. For them to be playable, you'd have to do a dead note in a guitar. Dun, 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 dun. At the head, execute. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Because for the first time, I'm starting to approach the sort of times most normal screamers are screaming. In their American time zones and the like. I said perhaps I'd stop up when I hit the string, but I'm quite perhaps in a bit of a flow now. Like, it's as simple as that. I could say take the same chord shape actually. And move it up the neck. So a real guitarist might not have that high note and have it up a couple of strings. We have the chords and... well, the bass is always a simple thing to arrange. Just a bit of lubrication and get rid of the excess notes from the guitar. Well, that's interesting. This VST expects them to be the octave up. Okay, so we have a guitar, we have a bass, we have our strings, we have a piano. Now we need our drums, and I think this will be done. I'll work at how we fade into that afterwards. So first a cymbal. So cymbal, snare, cymbal. Enough to put another snare drum there to the job. We need to alternate between the crash cymbals though. Rim shot there, I think. That's a good drum roll there. I don't put it there, I wanted it in line with the bass drum, not afterwards. And a tom there, so dum 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 boom boom boom. A cymbal choke there, perhaps? Perhaps that is it. Perhaps we are finished here. If those drums sound okay, then it might be done. Oh yeah, perhaps some kind of leading up fill, some drums in there. We'll work out what to do there. Ride cymbals, I imagine. Okay, so like I was saying, some ride cymbals in there to lead up to the fade in. Okay, so 2 more ride symbols. Ding ding. And then have that a roll on the ride symbol. So if I find my tremolos. Dun, diddle-diddle-diddle. Okay, and then we get back up to our big loud dynamic there. Okay, so that'll perhaps lead into the fade in a little better. I think that needs to be an open hi-hat, actually. Yes, and a hit leading into it. Okay, I'm going to listen back from the beginning and see how it all flows together and decide if we're done or not here yet. I won't play it from one of these percussion tracks though, because it brings up this large window blocking half the view. I've just noticed something actually. All this stuff. There's supposed to be a lead guitar here as well. Oh, I hid it, didn't I? It's not making any sound. There we go. There's supposed to be a lead guitar here, and it's also not having a working amp on it. We're not getting the full effect of this intro here. So, let me just fix that, and you can hear the song as intended. Oh my, Addy! Sylvaliðan today to you, my little one. I'm so pleased to see you. Are you on break on your mortal job? I saw you as you were attending to the job I assigned you here. Would we both prefer that more? Okay, I'm putting an amp on this guitar. Okay, so we're going to see how this chorus flows with everything else, and do I need to expand what I've written, or is this is a little too chaotic? Let us find out of a full listen. right at that pre-chorus. Well, I don't know about the trumpet going into. Well, it's certainly chaotic at the end there. It's a little. Is it disjointed or this flow? I think the first thing I was a little distracted when I heard this here, which just it didn't really work. Delete that for now. Or perhaps I could have it the same note. Da-da! Okay, I think I know what it is. I think that just has to be... I think it just has to be 2 notes there. Doing that instead. Just hold up half the bar. Actually, yes. If it's only the note, I can just make sustain for most of the bar, and it won't matter. It doesn't go over all the chord. 6 sharps land. Yes, maybe 6 sharps. We'll just see if that's perhaps the most efficient key to go in. Is with the alternative. G flat minor, G flat major. Sorry. So you can have 6 sharps, or you can have 6 flats. It's your choice. Might put this up to the 5th now. Do what you want. I forgot what my opinion on that was. Well, I forgot your opinion on that as well. I'm terribly sorry. I know I should be remembering every word you say. It's flat if you're playing trumpet, at least. And less of them. What are we thinking about this last section? Is it a little too disjointed from the rest of the chorus? Regardless, that's the Meatag and Horizon key cycle anyway, Lamau. Oh, I suppose it is. I didn't quite notice, but it is a big influence of mine in terms of idol music. Having basically an orchestra playing with your idol music does help me get involved in it. Okay, I'm going to play the chorus from the beginning, because I just want to work. Am I satisfied with what I've written? Or we need to come back to it another time. That's the end of the pre-chorus here. Okay, I see where it seems to sound a little strange because we're suddenly in here. Now, it's a good strain, but it's too soon. Do we need to repeat this bit? The flat 7, yes, this here. I did quite like that. Before it was simply the 5 chord, and I thought that, well, that's a little predictable. Even worse, it started going 5-1. And what is this, classical music? But now we're on a flat 7, end it when do it. Greatly appreciative, are you, Heavy? Well, naturally, I'm so glad you're so appreciative of me. I am. There is a lot to appreciate. So, do we repeat the section? But it's a little late for me here. So I'm wondering, do I sit on this and come back to it? I'm sorry, I can't hear you flirt with your maid with a fucking bumping bass in this godforsaken chipotle. Well, how awfully rude. Crowning out Yuri with bumping bass. Do they not know the priorities of what needs to be heard? My voice should take precedence over all other things to be heard. Poor you, Addy, forced to listen to bumping chipotle bass instead of my soothing tones. Things I could whisper in your ear if you could only hear it right now. I think maybe I should leave it there for now. I'm going to listen to it from the beginning again and decide if I can leave it like that. I think it works, actually. But we don't need to expand this because it might. It's just going to be a thing that throws off the listener a little bit. Then they just have to keep up with the song and perhaps and keep listening to it again and again to familiarize themselves with it. Yes, you were saying, I think you can get more use out of that flat 7 as you keep going, especially if you want to lead into that idly ska vibe. Ska is an interesting idea. Yes, my first thought when I following this would be something like a dun 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 dun. I'm not entirely sure, but dun 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 dun. Something along those lines, but oh, we're on the same page, are we? Gay minds think alike. I might get to write that down in the piano sketch before I finish up. And a ska guitar coming up a bit inside the next verse. I would plan to go a little crazy over the chords as well, and before we can have some chromatic things like dun 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 dun. I don't know, in triplets as well. So I did indeed, Addy. We're just clearly on the same wavelength. We must be destined. Dun, 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 dun. I see what... So that needs to go back one to get what's in my head. Yeah, that's the sort of idea, going something like that. Half-time drums to start with. And then suddenly the drums go full-time and we can get this offbeat. Perhaps incorporating that ska guitar idea you were thinking of. I have to think of that next time. Your Royal Highness, would you like a kizzle chip? Oh, I would love to. I am getting awfully peckish. But the real meal I'd love to enjoy is you, though. So here comes the royal jet. Are you? Wait. Are you feeding me like a baby? Or here comes the airplane. Most disrespectful to one of my stature. You can simply hand me the clip, you know. Dear me. And someone needs a little more training on how to be a respectful maid. You had to be brassy one just to say you did it. And you'll never do it again, will you? You'll be a good little maid now, won't you? Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, your brassy face that didn't last long, did it? You just can't help but obey me, can you? I do still want the chip though, yet. I am actually rather hungry. In fact, I shall have to end soon so that I can eat, but do come up and let me sample this queso chip cuisine from your Chipotle establishment. Zesty. That's rather interesting. There are many cuisines of the mortal world I still need to try. It's quite a delectable variety. I think... Though from a music standpoint, though, I think I'm done here. I'm just... Right now, I'm just enjoying the company of you, Addie, so... But... At some point, I must get to, Well, I must retire to my chambers at some point. Oh, your break's over. Oh dear, you have to leave me. Oh dear. It's okay, I'll always be here. You'll always come back to me, I know that much. Now, be a good little maid at your job for me now, Addie. Bye-bye. But yes, on my end too, I fear... The full moonlight is fading a little, so... Yes, I'll have to, see you out of the forest. Good luck in your job, Addie. I'll be waiting for you when you return. But it appears the light of the full moon is fading, and I fear I can no longer maintain this form for much longer. But if you ever need a little fantasy, you know where to find me. So that is until here.
So goodbye. If you